Chapter 16 of Just for Juniors, Little Talks to Little Folks by Reverend Gerald T. Brennan. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Maria Therese. Chapter 16 Green Apples. Ginger and Boots were two little puppies who lived in the country. They lived on a farm with their mother, and they were very happy. The mother taught the little dogs how to play and chase each other the way all little dogs do. When it rained, she showed them how to hide inside their little white house. Yes, the mother dog took very good care of Ginger and Boots. One day the mother sent the two little dogs on an errand. She sent them down the road to borrow some bones from Big Dog Pete. Well, I don't have to tell you that Ginger and Boots were excited. They had never been away from their own farm except with their mother. Now they were going to visit Big Dog Pete, and they were going alone. Before the dogs left, the mother warned them to be careful. She told them to go to Big Dog Pete's house and no place else. They were not to speak to any strange dogs, and they were not to chase any cats. Finally, the mother warned them not to pick up any strange bones or eat anything along the way. Ginger and Boots nodded their heads. They told their mother not to worry, and they promised to obey every one of her orders. Well, Ginger and Boots started off on their errand. It was a beautiful day, and the sun was warm and bright. The two puppies enjoyed their walk along the lovely country road. Now and then they stopped to sniff a pretty flower or roll in the tall green grass. Once they tried to be friendly with a big brown cow. But the big brown cow, giving them an angry look, swished her tail and mooed so loud that she frightened the puppies, and they ran down the road as fast as they could. Finally, the two dogs reached the house of Big Dog Pete. And were they disappointed? Big Dog Pete wasn't there. The door of his house was open, but Pete was not at home. "Shall we go inside and wait?" Boots asked his brother. "No, no," answered Ginger. "Let's walk some more. We'll stop here on the way back, and maybe Pete will be home then." The two dogs forgot about their promise to their mother. They walked and they ran, and they walked some more. Oh, it was lots of fun, and Ginger and Boots enjoyed every minute of it. Never once did they think about their mother or home. Never once did they think that they were disobeying their mother's command. The puppies were having fun, and they liked it. After some time, the two dogs came to the end of the road. And what do you think they found at the end of the road? A large body of water. Boots thought it was a lake, but Ginger said it was an ocean. So, for several minutes, the two dogs stood on the shore watching the water. Then Ginger had an idea. "Let's go for a swim," he urged as he started for the water. Boots thought that was a good idea too, and he followed his brother. Well, the two dogs swam in the water for some time. Of course, they had lots of fun, swimming, splashing, and ducking in the cool water. When they left the water, they were both hungry. They went into a woods, and after leaving the woods, they found a large orchard. Yes, they went into the orchard, and there on the ground they found some green apples. I said that the dogs were hungry. Yes, they were very hungry. So they ate the green apples. They ate several green apples. And finally, they couldn't eat any more. Little dogs, you know, get tired, and by this time Ginger and Boots were very tired. So the two puppies lay under a tree, and very soon they were sound asleep. Now, Ginger and Boots didn't sleep very long. Why? Well, I think you know the reason. Both dogs awoke with terrible pains in their stomachs. And oh, how they cried! Oh, how they suffered! Too many green apples! Too many green apples! The two little dogs were a sad sight. They were far from home, with no one to help them. They cried and they barked and they tried to be brave, but it was hard to be brave. How could two puppies be brave when they had green apple pains? Then, too, it was getting dark. For the first time, Ginger and Boots thought about home. They thought about their mother. They knew that they had made a terrible mistake. They had disobeyed their mother, and they had eaten green apples. For 2 hours Ginger and Boots moaned and cried in the darkness. But suddenly they heard a voice. They heard a dog bark. Yes, yes, it was their mother's voice. "Help, help!" cried the 2 little puppies through the darkness. "We're over here, Mother. Come and get us." Well, it didn't take very long for the mother to find the 2 little dogs. And what do you think? The mother, with tears in her eyes, listened to their story, and she didn't scold. The good mother knew that her dogs had learned a lesson. The 3 dogs cuddled closely together and spent the night in the strange orchard. But they didn't sleep. The mother spent the night watching over her family, and the 2 puppies spent the night in terrible pain. The next morning the mother led her puppies home, and from that day to this, Ginger and Boots haven't eaten any more green apples. Children, Ginger and Boots made one big mistake. They disobeyed. They disobeyed their mother. And what happened? They got into trouble. And little boys and girls who disobey always get into trouble. Remember, God has given you a father and mother, and your father and mother watch over you and keep you out of trouble. Your mother and father know what is good for you, and they know what is bad too. Obey them and you won't get into trouble. Obey them and you will be safe and happy. Don't be like Ginger and Boots. Don't eat any green apples. Obey. End of chapter 16.